You're tuned in to The Thinking Class with Lawrence D. Adams. Let's go.
Salute everybody. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class. Shout out to everybody that's listening today. Good to see you today. We're getting live. I'm gonna cut through the chase, get right to the game. And let's see. Let me get my lights a little bit hot because they're a little, there we go, a little hot on me. It's a little off a little bit, but we're gonna get going. There we go. Let's get it a little hotter. There we go. Shout out to everybody. Today I'm gonna talk about the off the record game. This week, of course, I can talk about what we've been talking about all these past couple months, but I definitely want to talk about the off the record game. Some things have been, this has been one of the most fulfilling. What's going on, Tony? What's going on? I'm in the bag 365. Shout out to everybody. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combines. What's going on, Wade? Good to see you. Good to see everybody in there. Man, what a crazy week. Been chopping up game this morning. I was at the trying to get some reps in at the gym. That somebody stopped me. Then my youngest son called me. I had to give him some game. So today I'm talking about some off the record game. You know, when we talk about game over here, we're not talking about it like everyone else. We talk about it in the sense of how you guys doing. I'm gonna share it. Let me know how you guys are doing in the chat room. I see people saying what's up. Let me know how you are doing in the chat room right now. Let me know how you're doing in the chat room. How is your Friday? How's it going? Because I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Engines are ready.
Execute Order 66. Execute Order 66.
Let me know how you're doing in the chat room. And this week I talked to Pimp God. We talked for about an hour and almost 2 hours. We had a long conversation. So it's been a lot that's been going on this week. And I just want to talk about this game. You're doing I'm Enough. I love that. I'm enough. Okay, let me check this other one. Let me know how you're doing in the chat room and get my mouse. Shout out to Wade. Shout out I'm Enough. Okay. Better than ever. Good, 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 good. Was my other? Oh, I see another one. Where is it? Amazing. Good, good to hear. Like I said, I talked to Pimp God this week. We had a great conversation talking off the record. So I want to just definitely jump into this. So when I'm talking about some off the record game, I got to make sure I get the foundation correct. There's things that you just ain't gonna hear everywhere, and it's some game that you need to hear. When we talk about game, you understand I'm talking about from moving one point to the next, and you're talking about human psychology, female psychology, male psychology, human nature and female nature. And at the end of the day, ain't no game unless somebody's winning. There isn't any game. I don't care how much they talk about it. Is there isn't any game unless there's a win in it for you or for whatever you executing. But the game I want to talk about today, we always talk about the game that we have on the inside. The first game that you must run is on yourself. I don't care what anybody say. And life is a mirror. The first game that you got to run is on yourself. Plain and simple. There's no shortcuts to it, because everyone around you is a reflection of the game that you have run on yourself. I got to emphasize that. I can't lay this foundation if I don't tell you that the first game that you must run is on yourself. You got to do it on you. But off the record, things I just can't share. Many times in this space or in this place or in this community, we normally predicate game to just dealing with women. I have made sure that I expanded that definition. That game is not just predicated to just talking about how to acquire, how to maintain, and how to sustain a woman, but game is much broader than that. Game and deals with how you function through life. Say that again. Game is not just about getting women and talking to women and how I can get this. No, game is so expansive that it's something that every man, and I'm only talking to one particular man, game is something that it's an arsenal that you must have in your tool belt. You need about 2 or 3 arsenals in your tool belt so that you can function through life. Any man who does not have game in his life, you will be ate up and spit out and left for the wolves to eat. The buzzards will eat you up. Life will eat you up if you don't figure out how to maneuver through this life. Let me say that again, because I'm here to tell you, if you don't understand this, you got to figure out the game. I don't care if people say it. I don't want to hear no game. Sometimes women say, I want no man who gonna play the game. At the end of the day, when people say, I don't want nobody to play the game with me, they're playing the game by saying that. But you as a man must know how to maneuver through the game that we call life. And if you look at it, if you do not learn it, if you do not process it, if you do not take the time to say, let me figure this out, you will be ate up, left on the side of the road, and ain't nobody gonna help you. Your mama ain't gonna help you. No game on internet gonna help you. No book gonna help you. You're gonna be chopped up, left for dead. Especially where we're going as a country, and as we going as a people, as we going as men, people don't care. Let me say the first rule that you must. Let me say this first rule, and you may not like this first rule off the record. Off the record. This is off the record. The game, as much as I don't want to say this, but you must get this point right here. The game does not care about your feelings. It is heartless. Let me say that again for those in the back of the classroom who are taking notes. Please understand this. The game is heartless. It cares nothing about your feelings and where I felt this way and this, they did this to me, and the game cares nothing. It keeps moving. It is ruthless and it is heartless. That's why it's dangerous to pick game in the wrong people's hands, because they can use it the wrong way. But the game is heartless. It is not affected by your emotions or how you feeling. I feel this way. Let me say this for the men, because you got to understand this. I just share with my son is business and is never personal. The game is business and is never personal. The things that I have experienced this week, dealing with some issues that have been going around me, it is hard. I realize that the game is heartless, whether you dead or whether you're alive. Let me say that again. The game is heartless. It is so sharp that if you don't get it, you will be cut by it and didn't even know you got cut. The game is heartless. It is cold-blooded. It cares nothing about your feelings. It cares nothing about where you were a nice guy or you looked cute. It cares nothing about that. The game. I'm talking about the game. It is what it is. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, put a number 1 in the chat room. If you understanding what I'm saying, put a number 1 in the chat room. You can go from this country to the next country. You can go around the world. The game is heartless. It's ruthless. Oh boy, I'm telling you. Let me get this right, because y'all got, the game is ruthless. The game is the game. Is the world heartless? I'll answer that. Let me see what you guys. I want y'all to really get this one. Okay. Life is itself is a game. It expresses the development of character, stature, resources, social circles, and mental age. It is a fool's error to think that a game is irrelevant. Keep talking, LDA. Facts. Appreciate that. Yeah. So is the world ruthless? Pretty much. And see, this is a thing that guys come into. I'm going to learn the game. You cannot point number 1. The game is ruthless, it's hardcore, it is cut slice, it cares nothing about you. It will smile in your face and then stab you in the back if you don't understand the game. Plain and simple. I don't care. I know maybe you didn't hear this before. I know maybe you want someone to cuddle you and hold you in the bed and tell you it's going to be all right. Trust me, life cares nothing about you. What's going on, Jane, William? It cares nothing about you. You can be gone here today and gone tomorrow. The game will be cutthroat. Cut you. It is ruthless. But this I must say, in the hands of a righteous man, the game is used to rule well. Let me say that again. Yeah, they want somebody to cuddle them. I want somebody to cuddle me and tell me it's going to be all right. No one is going to save you. The game is cutthroat. I'm telling you. My second point. I better get this. Y'all can say, all right, what's going on? What's going on, Alpha Kingdom? My dude. Salute, peace, blessing to the brother. Salute, LDA. Shout out to my brother right there. The game is ruthless. Ruthless. Oh, cut it out. Cut it out. It's ruthless. You can pretend all you want. Well, everybody's my friend. No. Let you get a little bit more piece of the pie than someone else got. They plotting, they jealous, they trying to get. The game is ruthless. But this segues to my next point. In the hands of a righteous man. Now, when I mean righteous, that means right standing. That's the proper definition. And right standing with the Almighty, the One. It can be used to help you and those around you. Say that again. But the game in the hands of a righteous man can be used to help themselves and those around you. There's a difference. I got to emphasize that. In the hands of the righteous man or right standing man, it is used to help them and those around you. See, most people don't want to hear that, but I'm here to tell you stuff I've seen this week and heard this week and conversations I had to deal with and getting on people's head. And I can't even express the stuff I had to deal with this week. And I realized I could not be emotional about it. Let me say that again. If I would have got emotional about the game that I had executed this week, it would have messed up everything. Emotions are needed, but don't allow them to cloud your mind and how to execute the game. Point number 3. Emotions are needed. This is off the record. But don't allow your emotions to cloud your mind when you have to execute the game to get some things done, or to move some mountains, or get some people in line, or put some people in place. The game don't get clouded with your emotions when it comes to executing the game. There's certain things you need to calm your emotions down. You need to walk around the block. You need to probably lift some weights. You need to do something, but you cannot be emotional. This is off the record, because ain't anybody going to tell you when it comes to using the game. The moment you become emotional and you want to cry and they don't love me, you're going to make a wrong decision. Make sure you got this. The game is ruthless. You cannot allow your emotions to get wrapped up in executing the game. Those who are effective in the game, I've watched and studied. And this goes for business, goes for women, this goes for church, this goes for the moms, that goes for people moving up the corporate ladder. They normally keep their emotions in check. They keep their emotions in check. But the second thing, they know how, just pay attention. Please pay attention to what I'm about to say. Come a little closer. Get your ears together for this one. They know when to insert control emotions inside of what they're doing. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Let me say that again. They know when to insert control emotions inside of a situation to get things moving, or to get people moving, or to get situations going. Please let me know you picking up what I'm putting down. Let's put it number 2. You picking up what I've just put down, because you got to know when to exert your emotions in a situation to show that you have some skin in the game. This is off the record, though. This is off the record. I shouldn't be telling this. Because sometimes you cannot, you gotta be emotionless. You gotta be ruthless with it. But at the same token, you gotta be able to exert your emotions in it to let them know that I'm real, I'm involved in it. This is off the record. And if you study people who are effective in the game, they know how to what? Get people's emotions riled up. This is just off the record. This goes with business, this goes with women, this goes with dealing with other men, this goes all the way around your life. You got to be able to control your emotions and, of course, control your lower nature. Me and my son just had that conversation today. I can't say what I said to him, but it was from father to son. I said, you got to put your phallus in your pocket. You cannot be ruled by your lower nature. You're only ruled by what? What's up here? What's in your spirit? Sometimes it's not what people know, but how they feel. Right. So you got to know when to insert the feeling in other people. Control your emotions. Don't let them control you. Facts. I've said this to my sons many times and have to say it to me. Anyone who can control your emotions, guess what? They control you. Let me cut this off. Somebody trying to call me. Yeah, call back. Anyone who's trying to control your emotions will control you. That's why you have to use the game effectively. Thank you. I hope you picking up what I'm putting down. This is just off the record. Some things I just really can't share, but I have to give the principles of it, because this week, I'm telling you, I had to put my emotions to the side. I couldn't allow my emotions, because of the situation, to cloud my judgment on what I needed to do. I couldn't do that, because if I allow my emotions to get clouded by what I seen, what was going on, what was said to me, I would have made the wrong decisions, and it could have affected a lot of people. Let me say that again. It could have affected a lot of people. So I had to what? Thank you. Logic over emotions. I had to really think. But first I had to deal with, let me be very clear, because I ain't go, logic over emotion. Let me say this real clear, because it's off the record. I had to get my emotions in check. See, most men don't want to talk about it, but this is just the real deal. I had to get my emotions in check and say, you know what? I do feel this way. I am feeling this kind of way, but let me deal with it. Let me face it head on and put it to the side, and then execute the game I need to execute. Not that I hid from my emotions, not that I buried them inside, but I said, you know what? I see you. I feel you. I acknowledge you, but I got to move forward, because I got to be, like the brother said, I got to use my logic here. That's why I said, in the game in the hands of a righteous man, what? Execute righteous judgment. To be a problem solver, we must learn to think with logic, correct? So I want you to really get what I'm putting down today. You can't allow your emotions to cloud you. And sometimes, let me help some guys. I'm talking to a particular guy right now. You may not be able to get out of the cloud of your emotions of what's going on. Please draw closer. Come here. Let me grab your ear. You may be upset. You might be mad. You might be, I can't take it no more. You may be clouded by your emotions about what situation or what took place. You, as a man, you better listen to me. I'm talking to you. You need to find somebody or someone to talk to. Let me say that again. You may be clouded by what's going on, what took place, and who said what, whoop-de this, and they did this. I can't believe they said that. And you find yourself clouded, you're broken down because of the weight of what's going on. You better find someone you can talk to. You need to find some meditation. You need to deal with those emotional. This is part of the game. Yeah, this ain't part of the game, LDA. This is the game. This is off the record. This is why certain people can move through life and not get stopped, because they know these secrets off the record on how to move through life. But you better deal with those emotions that are you keep hiding them, you keep burying them, you trying to have sex, try to get rid of it, you trying to drink it away, you trying to club it away, you trying to find all the women, but you are not dealing with the emotions of what's eating you up inside. This will make you ineffective in the game, and it will cloud your minds, and you will not be able to execute logically, fervently, the right way. I'm talking to somebody. Yeah, don't be going pillow talking to some. Yeah, you need to talk to somebody that you can confide in, that's gonna keep what's going on with you. because many ships were sunk because somebody was pillow talking with the wrong person. Many ships have sunk because many men didn't know the right place to go talk to someone, and many people lost their lives in situations went awry. So you got to find the right place. See, you ain't gonna hear this off the record game. You're not gonna hear this everywhere. This is for you to be effective as a man to move through life strategically. It's like strategically, what you would be almost like a stealth. You're gonna be unstoppable when you understand what I'm saying today. The game is cold. It cares nothing about your feelings. The game in the hands of a righteous man, right standing, will save himself and those around him. The game, you cannot allow your mind, your emotions to cloud the game that you need to do. Many times, what gets a lot of us in trouble, I'm included, is when we get clouded with our emotions and we don't execute the game that we know. If you have ever been there, put a number 5 in the chat room. If you have ever been in a place where you allowed your emotions, you were upset, you were mad, you wanted to throw something, you was about to run somebody over, and it causes you almost to mess up the game that you should have done. Put a number 5 if you've been there. I'll wait. Put a number 5 in the chat room. If you ever been in a place, you know what? I'm about to get this person. I'm about to put in some work. Or I'm about to cuss them out. I'm about to do some damage. Or I'm about to tell them where they need to go. If you ever been there, where you say, you know what, they got one more time, and they're about to get some heat. They're gonna get this work. I see the 5s in the chat room. I see the 5s. And what happens is, when you get in that place, you make wrong decisions. This is why this is off the record. This is why this is something you ain't gonna normally hear. Let me throw my next point up because everybody has come in agreement with that. Off the record, I'm just gonna say this. You might have heard this before, but I want you to really get this off the record. You might have heard me say this before, but I'm going to say it off the record. You become dangerous when you know the game and you execute the game. Once we fell victim to our emotions, there is no going back from the consequences of our actions. That is completely correct. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. You can hear all the theories in the world. You can quote the game. You can express the game. But until you become a threat to the masses, when you execute the game with precision, this is off the record. This is off the record. I know you may have heard it before, but this is off the record. You become a threat to those who don't want you to see what we're talking about. You know, maybe your brother-in-law or your friend don't want you to know this level of the game. Because if you know a little bit more to them and you have some experience from what you have exercised or executed, you become a threat to their well-being because they're not doing what they should be doing. And you're winning. At the end of the day, I sort of segue up, but I gotta say this. There's no need to know the game if you're not going to win. If you don't exercise the game just to exercise it. You exercise the game because at the end of the day, you want to win. At the end of the day, Don't come here. Well, I'm just being cool, LDA. I learned the game. At the end of the day, inside of you, I'm speaking to the part of you that you may not want to hear, that you ignore, but I'm speaking to that part of you. Whether I don't care where you at in your status and financially, mentally, with women or with a wife or marriage or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, inside of every man, there is a hunger, there is a thirst, and there's a thirst for you to be a winner. Do not kill that voice or that lion inside of you. That's part of the game. Let me say that again. Inside of you, that small voice inside of you, what causes you to get up in the middle of the night and study, or wake up early in the morning, or go to bed late. You want the game so that you can become a winner at life. Society, internet, Facebook, Instagram, all want you to lose that thirst to become a winner. And they'll try to sedate you so that you become mediocre and never accomplish what's in your heart to do. Let me say that again. Inside of you. You have to let go of anyone or anything holding you back from winning in life, right? That's the game. But if you don't get what I just said right now, I want you to really get this off the record. You're trying to get game for women. At the end of the day, it's because you want to be a winner. You want to get financially at another level because at the end of the day, you want to be a winner. You want to get a new house or you want to get new furniture. It's because at the end of the day, you want to be a winner. It will. What's happening is a lot of people. I've been in the same boat where you got comfortable and just settling what you have. You can't be comfortable. We talked about that before, but this is off the record. Don't lose that drive on the inside of you to go after what you want and what belongs to you. Don't lose it. I'm talking to you, brothers, sisters who are listening too. It's no use to get all this game if you ain't about winning. This is the problem I see on the internet. Me and Jono talked about it when Jono would come on, but this is something we talked about. And I've seen it keep playing out. Everybody want to call me now. I've seen it played out so many times on YouTube, on different things. People want participation awards for just being in the game or in life, but life doesn't work like that. It goes to the person who is the winner, the gold. Plain and simple. This is just off the record, though. This is off the record, at the end of the day. It goes to the person who wants to win. Don't come over here. Well, I got, the game. At the end of the day, when we talk about the PIs, his goal is for him to win, to have a stable of women. For what? So that he can win, get that Cadillac, get that fur coat, and he can go to the in Chicago and show off to these guys. This is who I have. At the end of the day, you want to get that promotion because so that you're a winner. The reason why you got that particular car, that particular coat, or whatever the case may be, you want to show, yeah, I accomplished this. I'm a winner. Don't allow anybody to fool you just to be in the game, just to be in the game, and you ain't winning. It's just off the record, though. The next thing off the record I'm going to say is this. Man, this week really showed me some stuff about how ruthless people can be and how situations can really bring out the best or the worst in others. And I had to think off the record, I have to think about how I'm going to deal with this, how I'm going to move forward with this, how I'm going to take advantage of it. Off the record, the game is about for you to win. And I said this earlier, but I got to say it for another way. It's not about you, just you winning. It's about helping somebody else win too. Let me say that again. The game off the record is not just about helping yourself win. It's about helping somebody who's ready to win with you. It's helping who? Some other people around you who's ready to win. And if they ain't willing to win, they got to go. It's just off the record game. Off the record game. I had a situation where this week where some people were in a place. You can't say the right. You can't say the world. Only those who are ready. I'm gonna see what you said because I think that's gonna be found the purpose to serve the world. Correct. I had a situation this week. I'm saying in such a way so you get it, but you don't get it. Well, these people didn't have a voice. Pay attention to what I'm saying. These people didn't have a voice. And nobody cared about what they thought or what they felt. For me, I couldn't allow that to happen because the position that they were in, it was completely unfair. It was completely unfair. I like how you emphasize ready to win. Yeah. Let me see. So they and I thought about it. They didn't have a voice. They didn't have the means. They didn't know how to go about it, but I did. So what I said, what do I do in this situation with the vast knowledge that I have and the game that I have? I became an advocate for these for these individuals who didn't have a voice. So much so that I got fire underneath some people's behind to get some things moving. Off the record, you got to use your game. For some people who don't have the voice, and these people didn't have a voice. They came back and thanked me later and said, you know, LD, I appreciate what you did because we didn't have the means. We didn't have the, it wasn't so much financial means. They didn't have the resources to help them out in the particular situation that they were in. And they didn't know how to go about it. Now, this is not to toot my own horn. Yeah, I'm big dog around here. This is only used purely as an example that I don't just talk this stuff online. I actually live this stuff when I cut off this camera and I cut down this mixer and I shut the lights off. I'm actually living this life. I went to bat for someone else so that they can win. I wasn't looking for an award. I wasn't looking for a thank you. I wasn't looking for people to say, oh, that's good. You did that. Good job, LDA. I wasn't looking for none of that. I was looking because I know these people were left out to hang and dry and did not no one care for them. I went so far as I went to go talk to their boss's boss. The reason I'm saying this to you, when you are a winner, you want those around you to win too. They got to want to win, but they may not know how to. So your game, up the record, because I think people get selfish on these YouTube streets, and you got to have a sense of selfishness. But at the end of the day, you must give your game away to help other people who don't have the game so that they can win. Because I wanted them to win. And they won big time. Because after I talked to their boss's boss, things got crack-a-lacking. Things got moving. People got to write emails. People got to moving around. Why? Because they realized, wait a minute, this man right here is not playing. So off the record, don't get so caught up in you just learning the game that you don't help others learn the game also. those who are ready. And if they're not ready, sometimes you have to come in and move some things around so that they can win too. But this, let me say this as a caveat. Let me say this. Don't be coming out there trying to be Captain Saver. You know what? I ain't pushing no Captain Saver. You up there trying to save the world. There's only one person who came to save the world. He did that. He died and got up. I'm just saying. He died and came back up. I'm not dying, and I got a lot of work to do. So no. Anyway, let me get back on track what I'm saying about the game that's off the record. Let me say this. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. It's off the record. When people realize that you have game and that you know what you're talking about and that they can't run game on you, they have a different respect for you. Let me say that again. Let me break this down because you got to really get what I'm saying, where I'm at. Oh, I got a couple more minutes and I got to go. When people realize this off the record, they will never tell you this. They'll never share this with you. You ain't gonna hear this on other podcasts, on other shows and other places. But I'm here to tell you, when people realize that you have a level of game that you have lived and executed and is in your blood, that you have done and that you have moved, they will have a level of respect for you that they wouldn't have had for you if you did not know the game. If you understand what I'm saying, let me know in the chat room if you caught what I just said. People will have a level of respect for you because of the level of game that you have that they can't run on you. Let me say that again because you guys gotta get this. You gotta get this. This off the record. I watch it happen all the time. Understood. Good. Even when they say you're a young guy, they say, oh, you know a little something, young blood. You know something. Somebody didn't taught you something good. They will have a level of respect for you because you are aware and you are not going to allow them or anyone else to pull the wool over your head. People will have a level of respect for you when they understand that you have a level of game, not just talked about, not just in your big head, but it's things that you have executed that they realize, oh, I can't run this on them. Just off the record, they say, oh, I can't. I really want to say this, but I can't run this on them because they see me. It's a level of respect. They will have a level of respect for you. Don't think I'm playing. I don't care. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it. Women know this. Women know game. Plain and simple. Since they was teen, probably even younger, they know game. When once they realize that you know what they're doing, they back on down. Oh, I can't run that on. I can't do that to Johnny. Why you can't do that to Johnny? He don't play that because he see your game. Same thing going work. They trying to maneuver you around and do this and do that. And they realize, oh, we better not do that to Brad, because if we do that to Brad, guess what's going to happen? Because you can see what they're doing. They have a level of respect for you that they would not have given you if you were naive and did not know the game. Think I'm playing? Go check what I'm saying. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to agree with me. Trust me. You will find out. And one of my best rules for this, y'all, I'm going to tell this secret I shouldn't be telling you. Off the record. If you want to hear my secret to this, let me know in the chat room first before I go, because I got about 16 minutes. Let me know in the chat room you want to hear my secret of how I execute this. Well, they're going to do Ivan. Man, do I understand? Man, do I understand that move? Let me know in the chat when you want to hear my secret of how to do it. I even know because he worked with me, so he knows what I'm about. He probably know what I'm gonna say. My secret of what I do. Let me know in the chat when you want to hear what I do. My secret of what I do to execute this level of game. This is off the record, though. This is off the record. Let's hear it. And it's so devilishly cynical and crazy. I need a couple more people to let me know they want to hear it. I'm about to get off this. I'm about to get off this horn. I'm about to get off this internet. Let's hear it. Drop the Jules. Let me know. One more person, and I'm upset. One more person. Let me know that I'm about to move on. One more person. Put my clock on. One more person.
Execute Order 66.
Let me share it. You probably know this off the record. There we go. You said drop it. Ivan, you seen me do it. It's very simple. I allow the person to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Sooner or later, they're going to expose themselves. I take mental note and I use that as my ammunition anytime, any place, or anywhere to maneuver like I need to maneuver. I learned the valuable lesson in the game of how to shut my mouth and open my two ears. Right. I learned how to shut my mouth, allow the person to talk, allow them to get comfortable. This is off the record for sure. Allow them to get comfortable. Share everything. I don't judge. I don't put down. And I allow them to run for the border, share their guts out, share that. And all the while, I'm quietly taking mental notes and executing effectively. Many times what stop people in the game, they have a big mouth. They talk too much. They talk too much. They share too much. They know it all too much. Those who are effective in the game normally are quiet in the cut, watching everybody. Yep, ego. They're normally in the cut, watching everybody and learning how to maneuver around everybody. I've learned just to shut up. Or I do another flip it. I'll tell a joke, I'll make some laugh, and then I'll make you comfortable around me. And then all the time I'm taking mental notes. And at the right time, gotcha, if I need to. Y'all quiet in that. Everybody said, ooh, wait a minute. That's a little cold, LDA. I told you the game is cold. It don't have no heart to it. It's ruthless. Many guys talk too much. They share too much. And they don't listen enough. What we used to sing when we was a kid? Listen, it was whistle while you work. Whistle while you work. You need to be quiet while you work. Quiet, listen. You'll see it will open up to you like a book that you can read if you just pay some attention. I allow people to talk and to share. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I don't just talk about this online. I actually do it. Let me see. The loud voice is always gives up information. Right. The loudest voice always give. I'm telling you, sure as my name is. And then let me say this, because that's a good point. Good point. And I agree with that. But even the flip side of that is you can be the loudest voice and use that as a cover to what you're really doing. Let me say that again. I know I gotta go after this. I gotta go. You can be the loudest voice giving up information, and that is a decoy to what you're really doing. Let me say that again. You can be the loudest voice and share all this and that over there and this over there. All that is a decoy for what you're doing behind the scenes or what you're maneuvering over here. 2, I gave you some off the record game. I'm telling you, I just gave you some off the record game. 1, know how to listen. Then to flip it, know how to give selective information as a decoy to what you're really doing or what's going on. Well, that sounds sinister, LDA. You shouldn't do that, baby. Everybody's doing it to you right now. You say facts, LDA. Everybody's doing it to you right now. The media is doing it to you. They'll give you some information over here. Oh, this is happening over there. Oh, there's a fire over here. They're doing it all the time. It's a decoy to pull you away from what they're really doing. The loudest voice is normally the weakest one, weakest out of the group. Correct. So you got to know how to use that tool, and you can use it to be the loudest voice, to be a decoy for what you're doing. That's just the game. What's going on, my dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Shout out from the clouds. Good for being in the clouds. Good to see you. I like that. And I like that fit that you got on. I like that look. I like that thumb. I like that a lot. Shout out to you, Viking Paradigm. Dang, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. I'm here to tell you, pay attention to the game off the record. You got to be able to use both of them to move effectively. You can be loud over here, but you're really doing something over there. Yeah. Let's listen to my brother. You better listen to your corner and watch out for the right. You better listen to your corner and watch out for that hook. Facts. Yeah. Boop. Telling you. But this is the off the record game that happens. This happens in business. This happens in relationships. This happens in church. This happens with friends. This happens everywhere. But men like, oh, they gonna happen to me. I know I'm the man. And that hook then got you. Boop. And then you coming over here crying, I need some help, LDA. I can't believe she did that. I can't believe he did that. They took all the money. I done gave you the game off the record. I done gave examples of what you can do. Learn to be quiet, but flip it. You can learn to be loud. Yeah, this and that and this and that and this and that. And I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'll say one person's name. Y'all should know him. Don King. Decoy. Don King talked so much stuff. Yeah, this and this and that. All the while he was doing something over here. So be wary of those with the loud voices, so you know what they're doing on their attention or that right hook that may come and get you. Where I'm at 54. I'm 6 minutes out. This is Lawrence D. Adams. When spirituality in the game combines, you have the thinking class. I want you to think about what I said today. The game, I'm gonna say this again, is ruthless and heartless. Do not get your emotion tied up in the game. It will cloud your judgment. Second of all, the game in the hands of a righteous man execute excellent judgment. 2, you must be, in order to effectively use the game, you need to deal with your emotions before you move any further. You cannot you cannot walk in the game effectively if you are emotionally clouded. Arthur Ruger, she might choose. Yeah, she must choose. Y'all getting it now. Do tell. I've been saying the game is cold-blooded, heartless, does not care about your name and who your mama is, or even what your daddy name is. Plain and simple. I'll next week I'll go back and yes, lead your emotions, don't let them lead you. Facts. Those who get emotion, but this is the thing. We said also, because I'm sort of recapping, you got to know when to assert your emotions at the right time. Ooh, let me say that again for that. Took me to the age of 46 to understand this. Hey, man, we all here, bro. I understand. Let me say this. You must, in order to lead effectively, you got to be able to what? Manage your emotions, but you got to know when to insert your, by mama calling me. You got to know when to exert your emotions at the right time. Y'all ain't getting this. Everybody want to call me. I can't answer you. You got to trust me. Oh my God. There's no age on waking up. That is very true. Let me say this again. You got to know. My father would do this. Shout out to may he rest in peace. May God bless him in his resting. My father would pretend like he upset about something only to see how you will react. My father will pretend to be upset about something only to see how you will react, so he knows how to move. Oh, I don't like this. This doesn't make any sense. I can't believe they're doing all that stuff. Was just him figuring out what you would respond to and how he was going to move next. He would get upset. I don't like that. He would start fussing. My father didn't cuss, but he would just, this doesn't make any sense. And you think, oh man, dad is upset. All the time, my dad was playing me. He's playing everybody around him just to see what you were going to do. So yeah, you got to control your emotions, but you got to know when to exert your emotions at the right time, because you got to think about it. Most people are emotionally driven anyway. I'm sharing too much. I'm at 3 minutes. Most people are emotional anyway. Just be honest, men, guys, whatever the case may be, they're emotional anyway. So you got to know when to throw some emotion out there, throw some emotional bait out there. Let them chew in there. Not good. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe I got them angry. All the time they think you're angry. You're up there smiling inside like, they took that bait. He must be upset. All the time you're smiling, eating your cupcake, not even thinking about them. This is the game that's off the record. You let them think that over there while you're moving over here. I hope you guys got something today. I think I done shared a lot. Some things that should be off the record, how to maneuver, not just with women, but through life. I want to make sure I emphasize that, because so many guys get caught up chasing the kitty cat. Don't be chasing the kitty cat. Do not be chasing the kitty cat. Allow the kitty cat to walk after you. Think about it. Even with a cat, if you chase after the cat, he gonna run. But if you just be still and be who you are, the cat always come to you. Y'all ain't picked. I hope you picked that up. It always come to you. I had to get on my sons about that. Don't be chasing after these women. You don't chase after. You got purpose. You got something to do. I'm telling you, it always come to you. You always bring some good games. Salute. I appreciate that easy style. My dude, Ivan, good to see you, brother. That's true. I'm telling you, man, the cat don't come right after you, man. Like what? Telling you what I got to get that. I can't put it on here because last time I put it on here, they got me for it. Pimp Johnny Dollar said, choose the woman who choose you, not the woman that you choose. Enjoy your weekend, gentlemen. It's been great to see you. Good to see you, William. Shout out to everybody. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is When What? Spirituality and the Game Combined. You at the thinking class. Praise you got something from this. I will see you next week. Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook. If you need a one-on-one consultation, you need to hit me up. You need to get that one-on-one. I need to run some things by you, LDA. You need to get that one-on-one coaching. Let me say that way. You need to get that one-on-one coaching. You need to set that up. Set it up now before I raise the prices, because the price today is not going to, the price yesterday is not going to be the price it is today. So you want that one-on-one, and I've been given some testimonials of those who have talked to me, how their lives have changed. You want to see your life change, you might get that one-on-one coaching with LDA. This is Lawrence D. Adams. You know what that means when that music come on? I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Guys up there chasing the kitty cat like right there. Got a cat farm. Salute. Peace. He get all emotional and cloud himself. Gotta find out all these people who've been calling. My mama didn't call me. Everybody didn't call me. Everybody didn't call me. What you doing? Yeah, gotta go. Get this business off. Ain't nobody looking messy.